Don't worry, no one cares. What does that mean? I've heard this so many times. Don't worry, no one cares. Somebody told me this, a teacher told me this once, maybe more than once, and I didn't really get it at first. Because what do you mean? People do care. What do you mean, don't worry? They care. Don't worry, no one cares, that's what he would say. And it's kind of an off-putting comment, right? It's kind of cold, because no one cares. People care. And what I recognized was it was the perspective of what he was saying to me in this case was only in cases where I'm feeling ashamed, right? Or shy about something, or just something didn't sit quite right, and I feel like other people care about a lot about what just happened here, right? I can take a step back and say to this myself, don't worry, no one cares. Okay, I do that. And oftentimes, this embarrassing moment fizzles, it kind of goes away, it kind of dissipates. Because I look at it like this, and this is how I was taught. I was taught that true caring, right, is this unconditional love, this unconditional caring happens, and that is really caring, that is true love. This perceived judgmental situation where something was you did wrong, or you kind of made a mistake or said something a little strange, and you think everyone cares, and who and what is fearing that? And this is a bit of a deeper answer, I guess. Who and what is fearing that? Well, the mind certainly does not want to be slighted, right? The ego does not want to feel lessened or diminished. God forbid, you don't want that. And as a survival mechanism, I'm assuming that we all need to feel not only accepted, but safe and welcomed. So what if we do something that's off-putting? Don't worry, no one cares. And people seem to care, right? And this is, again, going back to this. But again, the teacher would say to me, who cares, and about whom, and what are they doing? There's a lot of these whom questions. And in the end, in cases where you're around trusted friends, family, and loved ones, can you think of one person you can say and do anything in front of, right? Is there one person? It could be a friend, a child, one of your kids, or a nephew or niece, or anybody, right? Or just a spouse, right? Or boyfriend or girlfriend, or anybody. Is there someone you're so comfortable around you that you don't feel judged? So then, it's not that they don't care. It's just that they're not judging you. So don't worry, no one cares means, to me, those who will judge aren't at fault either, right? It's not their fault that they're in a place to judge you, if they're going to anyway. So let's say you post something embarrassing on social media and you're held up on it. Like, oh, I'm so embarrassed, and they all care. How many more things are they going to read in the next 10 seconds, let alone 10 minutes or 2 days, that would allow them to forget the little mishap, right? Or things, or comment, or things, something that happened, or something you said in a meeting. If someone hangs on to that for a long time, there comes forgiveness and acceptance that person is really trying to put the screws to you, right? And trying to push your buttons. And why would they do that? Well, there's other reasons for that, and it might not be personal. It's quite impersonal sometimes. Their life situation is leading them to do that, and that is not something that you can control. There's very little we can control, it seems. So don't worry, no one cares. It's a great thing to live by if you understand the perspective by which it comes. And I did not get it at first. I got to admit this right now to you. And now, going through life, I'm certainly less ashamed of certain things, and I'm a little more out in the open about some of these, for example, some of these teachings. For a long time, I wouldn't talk about a lot of this because I thought everyone would care and judge, and generally not like, I don't want to be like this isn't even religious talk. This is just spirituality and study, wisdom teachings, and just beautiful, beautiful work. And as I study more of this, I get more comfortable speaking about it. And this don't worry, no one cares idea kept ringing in the mind that, it's true. And people started accepting what I was saying, not because I was preaching it, because it happened in a situation where it was reasonable to bring it up. And I was less ashamed of doing so, and I felt really good. I still can't get up in front of a room and sing or dance. I gotta be honest, I probably should work on that, maybe, right? That's an idea. I just still don't do that. I'm still ashamed of that. So there's something to work on. So Why do people care how I sing or dance? I don't know. I don't think they do, right? And if they did, I guess who cares? So there's something, right? So look in the mirror and say, what is it that I'm ashamed of, or what am I not doing and expressing myself because of, and because of whom, right? Who am I ashamed in front of, and who can I be fully open in front of? And this is a good question. This is a good meditation concept, and think through that. Not think that through, but let it sit with it. Take a deep breath, or 10, or 100, or more, or less, and be present still, and consider what comes out after that session. And then you'll be more comfortable, perhaps. And if not, keep going. And what's the best way to get more comfortable is sometimes just saying or doing those things that you're ashamed of and feeling less judged. And what'll happen is, at least happened for me so far, is by me feeling less judged, I am judging less, or I try. And this is the feeling of trying to judge less, and eventually it kind of becomes naturally less judgy, and that's a wonderful thing, because it's kind of like this do unto others, right? And as I judge less I am judged, and it really feels nice. So that's it for today, and thank you as always. Have a wonderful day.